everyone, good afternoon. Today we're going to be making finger paint dandelions. First thing that you're going to do is get your supplies. So you'll need paper, paint. You can choose whatever colors that you would like for paint, and whatever, if you want to do watercolor, if you want to do finger paint, or if you want to use acrylic, whatever works best for you. You're going to want a pencil and a marker of some sort. You can use Sharpie, you can use Crayola. I prefer the Papermate fine tip markers. You can make a tree, you can make a dandelion. I'm going to show you how to make a dandelion and then make a tree as well. So what you're going to do first to get the dandelion like this, you're going to make a stem. So just draw a line in the middle of your paper, and then you're going to make a circle right above the stem, right above the line in your paper. And then you're going to make the seeds by just making lines. You can make some long and you can make some medium. And then you can make some smaller ones. And then you're just gonna draw little triangles or arrows at the tips of your dandelion. This works great if you're wanting to make like a card. I've used this like kind of finger paint thing for like a guest book. You can do that if you want to give it as a gift and everyone put their fingerprint around. We've done that before too. So we're gonna draw one more dandelion and then we'll do the fingerprint and then I'll make a tree. So one more circle, some big lines, some medium lines, and some little ones. And then some little triangles or arrows at the end. And you can also draw some little triangles or little arrows to make it look like the dandelion is kind of like the seeds are blowing away, kind of like if you make a wish or something. So then you're gonna take your finger paint, you're gonna take your fingers and just put a little dot of paint in some of the areas. And then you can add some over here to make it look like they're blowing away. So then there's your dandelion. Now I'm going to show you how to make a tree. So what you're going to do is take your pencil, or you can also use a marker. I'm going to have it going the long way. You're going to find the middle and you're just going to create a dot right down the middle. And with the dot, you're gonna make kind of like a half circle or a backwards C. Next to it, you're gonna make another little dot about 2 fingers away, and you're gonna mirror it and do it on the other side, making another half C. This is gonna be your trunk. So a tree needs to have like good support. So the trunk is going to be thicker, but the branches are going to be thinner. So you're going to go from the trunk and you're just going to draw some branches going from the trunk. Just draw some lines coming out of the trunk. And then you can draw some smaller ones. And towards the end, you can draw some little tiny ones. But then also add some little twigs to the end. Just some small little triangles. So it's gonna be big, a little bit smaller, smaller, and then tiny. So you're just going to be adding medium size lines and then smaller lines at the end. Alright, so there's your tree. And then what you can do, if you want to add some leaves, you can add whatever color of paint you want. Make sure you get paint that is washable, that will wash off your hands. And then you can just use your fingerprints to add some pretty details. If you want to just add one color, like if you just want to do green. I love the spring trees. So if you just want to add some pretty designs. And you can add some in the middle of your tree to make it look like there is a stick like kind of pointing out. Because if you look at trees, they're not just one-dimensional. They have like different sides. So a stick could be pointing this way. And it looks kind of cool to have your fingerprint on there. So you don't always need to add more paint to your fingers because it kind of gives it a cool texture when it's just your fingerprint. And like the dandelion, you can add some flowers kind of coming off of it to make it look like the leaves are blowing. And this is a good card. This is also a good activity for younger kids as well as older kids to do. As well as if you want to have like an ink pad and have people sign a card, or if you make a tree or flower design and you want to have people use their fingerprints as petals to like sign a card, or to use this as like a painting that everyone has their fingerprint in. Okay, so there is a tree. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've liked this video, please check out the other videos that I have, as well as like and subscribe. Please join me again for tomorrow's activity. We're going to be making ceramic Sharpie mugs. So all you need is just a mug that you can write on and either Sharpies or ceramic markers. Thank you so much for joining.